All right, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. So here's something a little bit unconventional. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the upcoming characters in the game itself, as opposed to DBZ space. Just probably for this first portion here. We have them all here. I haven't taken a look at their kits or their stats yet, so let's go ahead and just walk through these two together. Let's see what these characters are all about. Obviously, starting with the most exciting one, the Legends Limited Jiren. Really awesome art, and obviously a lot of people are more excited about what's going on in the back of the art than what we got here at the front. But here we go, Jiren, purple range type. Start off with maximizing his stats, and right out the gate we can tell that's really high. Kind of like UI Goku, which I find funny, is his blast attack, despite being a range type, is less than his strike attack. His forte stat is less than the other. That's interesting. Details, we got the blast damage out blast cards, very helpful for himself and others. Art, damage cut penetration. With blast armor, he also gains a minus 10% to enemy sustained damage cut effect, which is cool. His blast card restores ki, 10 ki upon activation, just like the red Frieza, the dude that we've all said is really OP. The guy who takes away 50 ki when he lands a blast card, that dude. Let's see this blue card. Omega Heat Magnetron. Massive explode damage, 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts when activated, an additional 70% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts if the enemy is hit with a feint. This is just like the free-to-play Kakarot Goku. He does the exact same thing. If your opponent is feinted, your blue card gets an immense damage buff, and it looks like Jiren got inspired by that and took that. Green card, Blazing Fighting Spirit. Upon activation, he gets the following effects: restore 50 ki, 30% to blast damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, a 30% chance for your strike or blast arts to inflict feint, which will happen twice. You gradually heal as well. AoE green card, as you noted, destroy all enemy cards on hit. Damn. Kills everything and can be comboed with everything. That's a really damn strong green card. Not gonna lie, I kind of theorized that his green card could either be something on like the Corrupt Zamasu level, where maybe it has a lock-in or he goes type neutral, but this is really good. Destroying all enemy cards is really strong, as we can all know from a certain someone, you know, some blue Super Saiyan guy. I don't know. Ultimate Supreme Impact damage. Applies the following effects on activation: 40% ult damage buff. He kills endurance, and a portion of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to the units on standby. So an AoE ultimate, just like LF Frieza's AoE blue cards, everyone gets a little bit of love here. But his is a melee based one, so you gotta fly forward to the character. That's really scary, really damn strong. Main ability, randomly destroy one of your own cards and draw the ultimate, Burst Impact. Restore 30% of your health and ki by 30. Apply the attribute upgrade, minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut effects. If enemy is inflicted with feint, a 40% to ult damage inflicted. Whoa, that's a first. On the ultimate, if your opponent is hit with feint, you do more damage. I don't know why they want to buff up such a cheese mechanic, but if Jiren feints you, say adios, chief. It's not even a rush that's going to be killing you. This guy is walking around with a rush, aka his main ability. That's super strong. C ability, as we know, is Universal Survival Saga or Rival Universe or Powerful Opponent. But if you are a Rival Universe and Powerful Opponent character, you get an 18% additional blast defense, which is strong. Now, the main bit is first unique, Burning Ultimate Warrior. 20% to blast damage inflicted against Saiyans, so pretty much 99% of the meta. When the battle starts, 90% damage inflicted with a 40% reduced damage received. Super damn strong. Remember, this guy almost has 170k defenses when he's maxed out, so a 40% reduced damage received paired with that, that's tanky. That's really tanky. He's not even a defensive unit. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the field: restore 50 ki, 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, activates 4 times. What? Reduces damage received by 30% for 15 timer counts, activates 4 times. Cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and heals 35% when 2 allies are defeated. I wonder why they capped that out. I guess it might be because that would be way too damn strong. I can already see that this guy has like a ridiculous amount of damage inflicted. Between the blast cards, the tag buff, the 90% and the 40% he gets when he shows up on the field. I mean, Jiren's sitting at what, near 150% just doing nothing? Damn, Jiren, that's scary. That's only your first passive. Second passive, applies the following effects to self when the enemy activates a rush. You get a 40% damage buff, which can be stacked twice. Honestly, if it gets to a point where you're getting rushed twice anyways, I don't know. Is this going to make a difference? Who knows? 70% key recovery, stackable, activates twice. You get the level 1 card draw speed. Only happens once though. Would have been nice to see level 2 card draw speed. If you rush me twice, I think you need that Gatling gun of damage anyways. And he gets endurance, but that only happens once, so no double endurance for the boy. And you nullify special actions that activate when enemy changes cover, really strong. And he has a unique cover change to strike, chainable with the blue. And then what's this? Inflict enemy with attribute downgrade, plus 10 to all arts cost for 10 timer counts when enemy switches characters while this character's on the field. Whoa! That's pretty strong too if you think about it. If you're fully offensive with Jiren, your opponent is vanishing, switching characters, you know the drill. You know that little tangle that people do. I blast card you sidestep, switch characters, I tap attack, you vanish, you switch characters. That's 2 switches right there. You're going to be having a plus 20 cost on all your cards. And how can you combo with that? That's 2 or 3 cards. Jiren is looking pretty scary, looking pretty strong. Combining the stats, the cards, the buffs, I think he's really simple too. You know what I mean? Bardock is an example of a character that needs a little bit of work to be fully formidable, but Jiren is just unga bunga. Kind of like in Dokkan, looking really strong. Next to him though is the Beerus, who is surprising because he kills Revival with little to no effort at all. I thought there'd be some conditions. Offensive stats, not bad. Defensive stats, I would imagine are a little bit on the lower side, but then again, he is super strong in terms of what he's doing. Traditional strikes. Oh, he heals health. Restore 3% of your health. Wow. Fitting for the God of Destruction. You never die. The blue card, Massive Explode. Following effects upon activation, 20% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Nullify own health when reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Nullify, same thing. Nullify endurance and revival with this blue card because it's Hakai. Makes sense. Everything dies. Green card, heal 15%, get 30 key. All enemies take 20% more damage, really strong. And the following effects occur if the enemy health is below 50%. Draw the blue card, restore own key by 40, activates twice, inflict all enemies with no switching for 4 timer counts. Isn't that very much like Yajirobe? Doesn't he do the same thing? Lock in, blue card. Seems to be the exact same thing over here. Beerus, getting inspired by the man that could. Main ability, draw a special arts, restore 30 key, card draw speed, apply attribute upgrade, shortens sub count by 3 to self for 30 timer counts, applies buff effect, nullify enemy special actions. So just the main ability to let Beerus go wild and keep comboing. Seems pretty fitting. Oh, they're doing this! 3% to Universal Survival Saga special move damage inflicted, and 35% to God Key or Universal Survival Saga strike, attack, and defense. It's kind of interesting how they do these little like small tidbits of, you know, your strike damage does more, your blue card does more. We got another one here, Universal Survival Saga. We saw it with the Kaioken Goku and the Ultra Gogeta, and now Beerus has joined the squad for that. First passive, 90% damage inflicted, 50% reduced damage received. Whoa. 30% to strike damage inflicted, reduction of cost, card draw speed level 1 for 80 timer counts, all enemies are hit with a +1 sub count debuff, all enemies are hit with a -50% health restore debuff, all enemies are hit with a +5 blast arts cost debuff. Every time I see -50% to health restore, I just immediately think that, damn, they really hate Goku and Vegeta, don't they? That's the first thing that comes to my brain. Second passive, the following effects occur every time every time he defeats somebody. You get a Dragon Ball, you draw 2 new cards, which you have 3 or fewer, reduces enemy key. The following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy, plus 20% to next special move damage, 25% to damage inflicted, reduces enemy key by 20. So basically, he punishes you for playing defensive, and this first passive is actually a little bit scary if you think about it. Let's say Beerus does the rush. What usually happens when you get rushed by your opponent? The first thing that comes to mind is they have no cards, and if they already use their main ability, you feel like, hey, I have no risk here, I'm gonna tackle. You might want to have second thoughts on that one with Beerus, because now that he kills somebody with the rush, he's going to be drawing 2 new cards. And if there's a strike card in there, you're going to be saying adios to another character very, very quickly, especially if Beerus hasn't used his main ability yet. He can get level 2 card draw speed quite quick. Looking pretty strong, Beerus. Very scary, just like the art over there. Now, with these characters, we got 2 new EXs. Kind of surprising. I was thinking that maybe there's just going to be doing like a 1 LF, 1 EX kind of thing, but I guess with the Bardock squad, similar to that, we got 2 new EXs. I feel like they went to this style just because they can recycle the animations, so they can sort of get away with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at Toppo, who is deemed a yellow support type. Stats-wise, not the greatest. Then again, he is an EX and a support, so double whammy in terms of crappy stats. Strike, blast, both the same, normal. Major impact for his blue card. 50% to ally key restore, that's pretty nice. 15 timer counts. Lasting duration. His green card. Kill all your enemy cards. Your enemy has now a +10 to strike and blast arts cost for 15 timer counts. Reduces next damage received by 20%. Why? He's a support type with non-existent stats. I don't know. I don't know. Really, does it matter? I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. Seems whatever. I would have preferred if it was like a 20% ally damage inflicted versus Toppo just becomes a little bit tankier, but it is what it is. Main ability: restore ally health by 20% and key by 30. Restore universe 11 health by 10%. 30% of damage inflicted by allies. Very, very strong main ability. A little bit of heal, a little bit of key, a little bit of damage. All that fun stuff. His Z ability is 32% strike and blast defense for Universal Survival Saga or Rival Universe, but if you are both, you get some extra blast attack, aka Jiren. First passive, Leader of the Pride Troopers. Blast Fall effects when battle starts. 40% damage, 35% reduced damage received. Both very strange for EX support. Fallen effects occur when he shows up on the field. 30% of blast damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. -5 to strike and blast cards. And shorten ally tag universe 11 sub counts. There we go. That's strong. That right there is what I was looking for. He shows up on the field. Your universe 11 allies -2 to the sub count right out the gate. It's like a Vados green card for nothing. Second passive, 20% to damage inflicted by allies should Toppo be killed. And when he shows up on standby, randomly draw 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer. 15% to ally universe 11 crit rate. Oh, look at that. Your enemy loses 1 card draw speed level, and all the enemies take 20% more damage. Pretty good support overall. I wish his green card buffed up ally damage versus him being a little bit tankier, because it's an EX support. He's not tanking anything. But okay, we'll take it for what it is. Pretty decent EX support. Now, what about Dyspo? What do? You are a range type character, green. I have high hopes for you, Bugs Bunny. Let's see. Stats, just like Toppo, so kind of meh. Strike and blast are the same. Blue card, major explode. 30% to crit damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. So you better pray that Toppo gives you that crit, or your blue card would do no damage. Green card, all strikes go to blast, -10 to blast arts cost, and all enemies take a 20% blast damage debuff. Okay. Main ability, heal 15% of your health and key with by 40. Kill all your own cards, randomly draw 3 new ones, inflict all enemies with no switching for 5 timer counts. Would you look at that? Dyspo gets the main ability lock. We haven't seen one of these in a while. Just the traditional main ability lock-in, just like Yellow Gohan. So it's funny that Dyspo is the first one to get it. Another one to get it. Z ability, USS or Rival Universe, blast attack and strike defense. But if you are Rival Universe and what? Yeah, strike attack. Interesting. Interesting. First passive applies the following effects when he shows up on the field. You draw blast card. Restore 30 key, 20% to blast damage inflicted, reduce damage received, 30% to crit rate. So Dyspo mini Bardock, I guess, for himself. Second passive, reduce own sub count by 2 by default, 70% to damage inflicted. When he switches to standby, 15% to damage inflicted, stacks twice. 10% to crit damage inflicted, 15% to damage inflicted by allies. This is actually pretty good, this passive here. You can work Dyspo up to being a little bit formidable, especially when you tie in what he's doing alongside the Toppo. So that's a fun way for them to be stitched together. Very, very nice. Good old Legends. Now, speaking of very, very nice, I'm pretty sure we got some new equipment as well. Alright, here we go. Navigated over to the good old equipment archive. We got this. We got a new Beerus, or rather Universal Survival Saga equipment. Up to 35% strike attack with a 10% special move. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm pretty sure there is a new Awakened equipment. I think it's for that weird Jiren equip. Let me see if I can find that. Where the hell does that thing exist? Aha, here we go. Within the equipment awakening. This bad boy right here. Look at that. Not bad at all. Rival Universe, Universal Survival Saga. You now awaken it to giving you some pretty good defenses paired alongside a lot of additional special move and ult damage. Very fitting for Jared. He's already a bit of a tanky monster, but if you wanted to take that further with up to 25% strike defense and 20% blast defense, you now can. Now, paired alongside all these things, we're expecting a new raid soon. This banner also has the 20% Z power and the 1200 Z power drop. 20% sparking rate, 1200 Z power, fantastic. I guess we can assume that going forward, all step ups are going to be formatted this way. We're going to be getting a raid, Jiren battle bonus character. We're going to be fighting up against Mr. 17. So I think that pretty much covers everything in terms of equipment, characters, and the whole bit. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. If you're excited for the character, what your thoughts are. If you're going to be summoning, and if you are summoning, be sure to join us over on Twitch when the banner is live. We're going to be summoning. Why not summon together? Just have a good time. So, link is in the description box below. I'll see you guys there. But until then, take care of yourselves. Peace.